Let me ask you something. Do you have a defense system against those moments when life throws you something negative, right? A negative energy or negative event, whatever it is that life throws at you, do you have a defense system against that? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, so all of us, right, despite trying our best to create positive habits, to create positive routines, to make healthy decisions, to eat healthy, to do everything well, we tend to not be able to do them, right? We tend to struggle to keep those positivity or positive moments, positive habits alive, especially when something important or something momentous happens in our life. We tend to give up on those positive habits we've created. We tend to abandon these routines and our disciplinary moments and spiral into something really bad, right? And we tend to go further and further away from the true success that we want to create for ourselves, just within personal motivations or in external or worldly motivations, right? And whether it be mental or physical, we tend to go on these negative spirals during these moments that life is not favorable to us, right? So in order to stop ourselves from spiraling, we need some form of defense system against life's negative lessons, let's say, right? And let me give you an example, right? Let me give you my example. When I was in 8th grade, we had to do a research for one of my class, and I had picked a Baha'i religion to do my research on, right? Because one of my friends was a Baha'i, and I really wanted to understand what it was, and I wanted to kind of see what type of religion it was, because my parents were Hindus and we had Buddhist in Nepal, but I had never heard of Baha'i, so I really wanted to research that religion. Now, when I was researching that religion, in one of the scripts, I found this one little prayer that goes something like this: "O God, guide me, protect me. Make of me a brilliant star and a lighting candle. Thou art the mighty and the powerful." So listen to that prayer, right? It's just refers to God as "Oh God." It's non-denominational, right? It is not a part of any religion, and that is something that I really identify with. For me, being agnostic, I believe in God, and I believe in religions being a bridge or a vehicle towards our understanding or towards our closeness to that God that we refer to, which in a lot of ways I believe it just existence itself, right? Consciousness itself, infinity is God. But because this prayer is non-denominational, I love saying this over and over because this is something that I identify with. And the next thing is, it asks for two things from God. First thing is to be a brilliant star, a star that shines so it can provide the light, provide the way for others to reach their destination, right? And that is something I truly identify with, because that's what I want to do in life. I want to be the light that shines people's way towards who they truly want to be. I want to be the person to tell everybody what they are capable of, or at least remind people to follow their destination, follow their dreams, and truly become who they are supposed to be in this life. And the second thing this prayer asks for is to be a lighting candle. And the metaphor of a lighting candle, where as it burns and lights up the world, it extinguishes slowly, it gets smaller and smaller, right? And in a lot of ways I feel that way because I draw from my own traumas, my own negative experiences, and the solutions to those experiences that I've found. And I share those with people, and people seem to resonate with me, and people seem to find some form of solace in the experiences that I go through. So for me, I really vibe with that candle metaphor, right? So I say this prayer anytime I know I'm about to go on a very anxious thought process, or something negative happens in my life and I'm about to make a bad decision. I stop myself and I say this prayer so that this prayer brings me to my moment. It helps me be my analytical self, so I can truly think about the variables and all of my options in the moment, so I can make the best decision as to what the solution to my problem would be, right? Instead of just spiraling into this negative thought pattern and making a very bad decision that ends up creating even more anxiety in my life, right? So because I have this prayer, I have been able to really navigate my life a lot better than I know I would have been able to without this practice, right? So I definitely think everybody needs something like this that truly brings them to the moment. Now, I know a lot of people, might not want to remember a prayer to say or anything like that. Some people might want something completely out of God. So there are a lot of options, right? A lot of people carry around photos of their loved ones, their parents, their kids, their wives, or their friends, to constantly remind them to be in the moment, so they can find the best paths in life, so they can take the best ways in life and not make foolish decisions, so that they can be there for the people that love them, right? And other people write down in a notebook, like some very successful people carry a notebook around with them, so that every time something positive, creative, or even negative pops up in their head, they write it down and they get rid of that thought from their head, so it's not occupying their mind, so they leave space for their creativity in their mind, right? And whenever they get a chance, they can go back to that notebook or the diary, and they can try to find the solution to that problem that they had come up with before, right? And they can consciously make a decision to either pursue that problem or not. So that gives them a lot more control on how they go through their life, right? So that's the main thing, is trying to gain back control during those moments when life is throwing negative lessons at you, right? When life is challenging you. In those moments when you really need to slow down and think things through. In those moments, you need something that brings you back to who you are, brings you back to your environment, brings you back to the current moment, instead of you spiraling through and through in your head, thinking about controversial theories, thinking about everything that does not support your goal in life. So for those moments, find yourself a solution, find yourself a weapon, find yourself a defense system that can help protect your mindset, that can help protect your mood, your anxiety, your depression, and everything else, so you can truly find solutions to your problems instead of spiraling and creating even more problems for yourself. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. This has been me, Bipin. This is my channel, A World Within. I hope you guys leave me a like on this video, subscribe to my channel so you guys can follow my journey here on YouTube. But this is it for today, and I'll see you on the next one next week. Have a great day. Namaste.